Hello everybody and welcome back to the conclusion of Emerald Dragon. Yeah, final boss, you don't get to monologue. Well, I appreciate the effort anyway. Oh, you're the idiot responsible. And Atrushan just gave it away. It wasn't clever at all. Okay, Pterodates comes with 5 Horus Knights. They don't hit hugely hard, but they have a lot of HP, and they can heal Pterodates and each other. Pterodates himself can do melee attacks, hits with a special version of the Earthbreaker spell that does 1,000 damage a pop, and he can also summon more Horus Knights. So first thing we're going to do is clear out the riffraff, and we haven't actually used the Red Dragon treasure yet. The Black Dragon treasure won't actually eliminate the Horus Knights. One of the things I still like about this is how Atrushan manifesting his dragon form alone causes some damage to enemies. So, Pterodates is more annoying than difficult because he can summon enemies that can fairly reliably heal him, but he doesn't really have the all-party attacks that Garcia or Astrakhan or other of the truly difficult bosses of this game have. It's really just a matter of chewing through his backup and then dealing with whatever Pterodates spouts out afterwards. However, if you level Tamarin up properly, this phase should not be a problem. See, we're already down to 1 Horus Knight. Pterodates himself actually has less hit points than Garcia did, so it won't take quite as long to chew through him. See, he's already in the danger zone. And he's down. Yeah, I think I may come to these fights a little bit underleveled. Eh? Pterodatus has another trick up his sleeve. Yeah, the thing is, I think it's made more clear in the Turbo CD version that Pterodatus wasn't possessed by Zandig. And even if that was the case, creating something like Zandig says something about the regular Pterodatus' personality. So here's Zandig, the final boss of Emerald Dragon. He uses Pterodatus' Earthbreaker spell. He has a ton of AP, which means that if he wants to kill a character, he kinda can. And his little buddies can freeze your party members. Their attacks aren't too strong, but Zandig already does so much damage that having them around is a problem. However, they don't have the highest HP, so a single use of Atrashan's dragon power should be enough to clear all of them out. So Zandig has some fairly strong melee attacks. He has the Pterodatus' Earthbreaker spell, as you just saw, and he has a beam attack that's like a Tamarin's laser that does 1500 damage to whoever it hits. I think the final boss in the pre-Turbo CD versions of this game is different, but someone who knows more about that sort of thing will have to correct me. Once you've eliminated all of Zandig's backup, it's still not easy, but it's quite a bit less dangerous. As I said, it really depends on what Zandig decides to do. However, it's not really completely dependent on randomness. Because there is some insulation against what Zandig can do. For example, the Roz feathers that you pick up on the way here. Plus the fact that he doesn't really have any whole party attack abilities. Basically, the numbers are on your side when it comes to dealing with what Zandig can throw at you. This isn't like Dark Force in Phantasy Star 4. It isn't that kind of nonsense. Ah, here we go. By the way, Zandig is immune to the Tamarin laser. Basically, the main takeaway is that if you can make it to this boss, you can probably beat it. But if you don't feel comfortable, you can always grind if you want. I didn't have to, you might want to, it's all up to you. By the way, my first recording of this fight, I did finish the game. Oh, he's in the danger zone. But the bosses didn't cooperate and show me all of their attacks, so this is actually the second recording of these fights. And there we go! Now we gain some unnecessary levels. And that's it for Tiridates and Zandig. Oh, and he threw up the Avesta. Perfect! Oh, good, no third form. Yep, the Demon Army and their employers have been defeated. Yeah, occupation by the Demon Army can't be healthy for anyone. Yeah, I think they translated it as Holy Land, but I think the connotations was Paradise or whatever. Somebody should probably help me out on this. And this continues. Which shows that all is well in the world. Oh yeah, that, royal thing. I'm so glad they put this plot on secondary characters. Uh-huh. Oh wow, it's like my last tablet battery. Well, our problems are not yet over. You didn't have to jump that high. Maybe you did? And this means the Curse of Ishban has also been broken. Alright, let's do it. Well, we don't have to stop the Avesta. Giant doesn't need to say anything. I'm not sure whether we're supposed to take away that Tamarin did save the other Horus or didn't, or what, I don't know. I think it's supposed to be that way because in previous versions of the games, the Emerald Dragon actually flew you out of the city of the Horus. Hello! Oh, they're gonna do this, aren't they? I think what he's supposed to say here is that the silver scale vanished, but he can transform Atrushan back to normal. Because if you'll remember from the very beginning of the game, the thing that Tamarin hated most was being alone. Oh? What's going on in the Royal Noggin? Yeah, we're gonna let you two just figure that out. Sorry, you two need to work this out on your own. And the Emerald Dragon is also, I want no part of this. Okay. This scene is only in this version of the game. Not even the Turbo CD version, but the Super Nintendo version only. I don't want a princess, I'm hot for teacher!
Haruna.
And that's it for Emerald Dragon. The Curse of Ishban and the Demon Army have both been defeated. Atrashan stays with Tamarin because, unlike certain other red-headed swordsmen we could name, he has no commitment issues. And Farna and Hathram work their own things out. Okay, Kimura Akihiro, the character designer for these versions of the game, actually still carries a torch for Emerald Dragon, and actually recently kickstarted and published a couple of new drama CDs. These were for the Turbo CD version. Toshihiko Seki was mainly active in the 90s. He was the Japanese voice of Duo in Gundam Wing, and Kasahara was the voice of Azalin in Irresponsible Captain Tyler. Oh yeah, and Ostrakhan was voiced by the late, very missed Kanato Shirazawa. So, as for this game, is this game really one of the lost, forgotten, true classics of the era? The answer, probably not. It doesn't really have the same kind of depth or interesting gameplay that other games of the period were producing, especially when this version came out. But the game does some unusual things, and that alone might make it worth a playthrough anyway. It's not going to take you long. This playthrough was like 12 hours or something. Maybe 12 and a half. The characters have somewhat interesting and unusual relationships and motivations, and they behave with each other in unusual ways. Like, Atrashan is like, well, I'll protect you, but he never actually tries to stop her or talk her down from doing incredibly dangerous things. And when the party lacks direction, a lot of time, there are times when Tamarin just takes charge of the quest. And it is her quest, after all. So yeah, even though Emerald Dragon is not the greatest from the game design standpoint, it's still something I play a lot, and possibly more than other games that have been considered classics. So, even though it'll probably never have the same stature as other SNES RPGs, it's still... I guess the best way to put it is that they tried. It's really an example of why you shouldn't underestimate older or obscure games. Especially old, obscure JRPGs. Haha, yeah, this had to be preserved. And we're on to the special thanks. Yeah, I think that if there's one voice actor I could save from their untimely death, it would be Kanato Shirazawa. I'd like there to be a scene where the Emerald Dragon returns to Dragoria and the other dragons are like, actually, we would like to go back to Ishban. and thanks to the translators, and I will be seeing you next time once I figure out what it is I'm going to be doing next time. So I'll be seeing you then, and goodbye!